This November, when voters pick from a variety of candidates, they will also be asked to vote on a change to New York's state constitution, something that proponents say would give more people protection against discrimination. 7 News reporter Gage Kilborn has more on the story.
As voters fill out their ballots this year, they may notice a state proposal to modify New York's constitution.
It's asking to basically change the wording in the Constitution to be, I guess, more inclusive of different groups of people.
Currently, the Constitution protects against unequal treatment based on race, color, creed, and religion. The amendment will add sexual orientation, age, disability, ethnicity, and national origin. Joe Pinion is a media rep for the state Republican Party. He says these additions could bring up a lot of problems.
These are what I call the unintended consequences of language that is so vague that it prevents us from actually having a constitution that has allowed this state to be, in many ways, a progressive example for the nation.
Kathleen Stein with the St. Lawrence County League of Women's Voters disagrees.
I think this is actually less vague than a lot of constitutional protections that we have. And remember, we're still litigating over some of our protections.
Another right that will be protected in the proposal is for pregnancy, pregnancy outcomes, and reproductive health care, which both Pinion and Stein think are not clearly defined. Sarah Haley with the Jefferson County Democratic Committee says this could help people who want to have families but are not able to. Haley went through in vitro fertilization, or IVF, to have her daughter.
New York Prop 1 offers critical protections for families like mine, ensuring that decisions about our bodies and reproductive health remain in our hands.
For more information about this proposal, you can go on to our website at wwnytv.com. Gage Kilborn, 7 News.